Yeah, hi guys. Good morning to everyone.
Hi,
Yes,
good morning.
yeah, good morning. So I think in the last session we talked about hierarchy parts, right? Yeah. So let me share my desktop. Yeah. Yeah. So we talked about hierarchy parts, sir. In this we know how to parse XML data. Yeah. Like I think we have taken XML data as input based on what XST, which means that XML follows the structure of what we define XST. uh, Then hierarchy parser is going to help us to map XML with XST, then get what we call requester and corresponding response. Based on that, we'll get the result in the target, right? That's it. So that's, I think this part we have already discussed. We know how to parse XML data. Main thing is XST here. So that we have to make sure structure. If the structure is fine, then reading the data from XML is straightforward. If not, you'll get to see corresponding errors. So let's log in here. Yes. Yeah. So this is ready. So this is done. Now, today, we are going to talk about hierarchy builder. So we are going to build XML based on the text data, right? So that's our requirement based on this input. So now the question, can we convert text data to XML Answer is what? Yes. So how do you do it? That's the question, right? So here also, the steps are more or less similar to what we discussed in hierarchy parser. Meaning, we need to start what creating the definition and start getting it configured. Yeah. So I repeat, create a definition and get it configured. Then usage. Usage of this configured structure for a given text data. And this particular text data would be represented based on what we call parent-child relationship. Yeah, and that's it. So this is what we have to do it as part of building XML. Now, let us try to understand how this particular data would be represented and how one can create this definition so that we can use the definition to pull the data where the data got represented by using parent-child relationship. Now let us see the source data. Yeah. Can I say here, there is a source data here, SEQ names and detail, which means this is going to be the master data or parent data. This will be the child data or detailed data, right? So these are the two things. Yeah. So the next question is, we need to understand how to make it happen by using these two. One is a definition, other is creation of XML. Now let us see how the data would look like. Okay. The first thing is names. Can you see here? We got a company name and address. So this is going to be the name. This will be the address. Right? Same thing. This will be the name. This will be the address, like street number and street name. Same thing, street number and street. So First National Bank and Jackson Industry. So these are the two entries we have. Yeah, this is a master data, or we can say parent data. Next, detailed data or child data, right? Can you see here? So for every record, for every master record, for example, First National Bank, we can see there are three records. In that, for every company name, you can see employee ID, department, building, and same thing. You could able to see corresponding data over here. So same concept holds good even for what? Jackson Industry. So which means there will be a one-to-many relationship. There's a one bank which has got three corresponding entries in the child data, right? So 1 to 3 relationship. Similarly, If you take second company, you could able to see three corresponding records as part of child data. Yeah, that's it. I hope the data part is clear, right? Hardly we know the Nabi. Yeah,
Yeah, it's clear.
yeah, perfect. Now, what is the corresponding structure so that you could able to pull the data from these two files? So that's what we need to take a look at. Let us say we got SXSD. Open it. Yeah. Now let us look at it here. So we got employees, which is going to be the root element. In that, we could able to see name and address, right? And for every company, so we could able to see just for every company name, could able to see corresponding what sub attributes like employee ID, department, subdivision, building, and yeah. Same thing is all right. So building and room. So this is part of let me open it again. Yes. Yeah. So name we can say here company name. Second address could able decision. Third employee data, which is detailed. So this data we expect and yeah, can you see employee ID? Here I can see employee ID on 22 example. And then department, we got a department, correct. Then we have subdivision. Subdivision contains what? Building and room, which is substructure, I can say. Within that, we got a building and room. So that also we could able to see here. Yeah, that's it. So this is how what this XSD will be represented. Right? These are the top elements. These are the sub elements. Yeah. You'll get a template from the Google or ChatGPT, whatever. Then organize this XST based on our sample data. Yeah. So that's what we'll have as part of this XST. Yeah. I hope XST
Um,
is yes, sir.
yeah, how do we get this file? Like to try this?
How do you get what?
Yeah, how can I get this file from you or from Google? This one?
You can also get a Google, and I'll send it anyway. Like yesterday, I sent it for hierarchy parser, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll send this sample thing by an email. You can just use
Okay.
this as a best to extend this. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
So look at here. If you look at this complete XML, XSD, right? So the first thing schema. Can you see here? Schema open here and then it got closed here. Fine, right? Second is what? Element. Employees, right? It is open here. Then you like corresponding closed time, right? Closed. Next complex type, open and closed. Sequence, open and closed. Then element, open and closed. Then we have sub-elements, right? These two. There's one more here which is started sub structure. Within that we can see sequence of attributes, employee ID and department. There's one more substructure like subdivision here, where we can see two attributes, building and room, right? So that's it. And it got closed. And element also got closed and sequence got closed. The complex type got closed. Then this element also, top element also got closed. Top sequence also got closed. And this complex type also got closed. That's it. So for every open tag, there will be corresponding closed tag, right? So that's it. Yeah. So this is how XSD will be represented. Yeah. All based on our input data. So based on that, you'll get corresponding result based on the source. Yeah. Now I think we understood source also, right? Which is in line with XSD. I hope this is clear, right? Data part, structure part. Structure means this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now let us try to follow the steps. Yeah. When it comes to usage, yeah, it is usage from the two perspective. Data we understood, data and meta. So when it comes to usage, so we've got XSD. Then here also create hierarchical scheme. Yeah. Yeah. So based on XSD, right? And then build a map where we take same thing, sequential file data, which is there are two files in it, right? SQL, SQL details, right? And then we use hierarchy builder. So in this, we build what parent child relationship, right? Using I will say primary key foreign key relationship. Yeah, that's it. Now the link has been built. What is the primary key foreign key here? Company name, right? With the name. Because here you can say company name. Yeah? Here we have got a name. So we have to build the linkage between these two. It's like a primary key of one table that will become as foreign key to another table, right? So once it is done, then we can just configure request mapping and response mapping. Then we'll get corresponding result in the target. That's it. So this is what we need to do as part of this hierarchy builder configuration. Yeah. Now let us try doing it. Okay, let us start the definition part. So we need to go to components and select what? Hierarchical schema. So you can see here, if you use schema or XML or JSON to create what? Hierarchy, which will be used in hierarchy builder. Yeah, there are two transformations, right? Which are based on hierarchy, like person builder. So we can use same component to build to take care of both the transformations. Let us create it. Yeah. So now let us try to upload it. So this one, right? That's it. Yeah. Now we can just verify here also. Like we can see name, address, and then employee details, then subdivision details. Same thing we have discussed it. That's it. So okay. Yeah. Employees is going to be the root element. Yeah, like this one. Right? So that's what okay. Under that only we got these attributes, right? So that's it. Like how one can start understanding the attributes. Yeah. So now let's go back to this IICS and save it. So now two components are ready. So you can just go back and refer. See your folder, you can click. Here you can see there are two here, right? See date here. We built one 2 days ago, and second one now only we have built it. This is your time. Yeah. Now let us build a mapping. Yeah. Yes. So mapping underscore hierarchy builder. Yeah. Yeah, let's try to configure this. Search for SQL. So we can start with this. Yes. Yeah. So we got two fields here, company name and address. Yeah. This is done. Now let us configure one more. And third, let us check out this drag and drop hierarchy builder. Yeah. Yeah. Now let's map source to hierarchy builder. Second source to hierarchy builder. Yeah. Anyway, they'll be taken out now. Anyway. Yeah. Let's try to build second source. This is a child data. Yeah. Source connection. Yeah. SQL name details. Yeah. So we got right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 fields in it. Now we need to configure hierarchy builder. So incoming fields, we can see all. See here SQL names, address, SQL names, company name. Just all derived from, you can see here details, right? Details, 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 right? That's it. Now input settings. So do you have any sorted input? No. Output, because we generate output, right, based on text data. So now you can select schema. This one. So that's it. You want, you can also do it. This is under dev extract folder. This is a schema definition. This is a root. That's it. Yeah. Output format is a string. Yeah. If you want, you can also specify write to file if you want it. Anyway, we are reading it from file. We don't need to write it. See here on the left side, nothing is there because mapping is gone. See here, nothing is there. Now let us try to map it. Yeah, see here, now it has come here. You can expand it. See here, source 1, company name and address. Source 2, detailed data. Expand this also. So we can see corresponding XSD. So Now we can just map it here. Can you see we need to build a primary key, foreign key relationship, right? Because there are two input files, right? Not one. That is why we need to make them to talk to each other. Yeah. So click on this. That's a primary key. And click on this and say foreign key. That's it. Okay. Now let's map name to name, address to address, and then employee ID to employee ID, department to department, building to building, room to room. Yeah, it's done. See here on the right side, you could able to see all the map fields from both the sources. This is source one, rest all from source two. Yeah, I hope this part is clear, right? We know,
Yeah.
and yeah, so that's it. Now, in case, yeah, these things are similar even with other transformations. Now we can get it back to, see, we got one output string, which will contain complete XML, right? Yes. Yes, I have to build a target.txt. They're not available because a new one. Is also not available because a new one. So, but the source is what? Output. Whatever is the output type, you'll get it in the target. So that's all. Yeah. Now let us try to run this. Now, let us try to refresh. Can you see there are two rows here in the target? Yeah, because there are two companies, right? Let us see that. Yeah. So employees is the root, output is the header. Now, First National Bank and address and corresponding employee ID department. Whatever, right? We got that. Similar to second one, which is 261, right? Same company, second employee data. So till this subdivision and subdivision is over. Then third is third employee within same company. So it ends here. So this is going to be the first record related to one company, which is First National Bank, right? Then second, which is second company, which is this. Then address and corresponding employee details. Tell this first one and second. That's it. Huh? And third. So we have got three rows per company. So, but they're all related to one company only, right? So that's why they grouped under one umbrella, which is this employee, sorry, company. That's it. Can you see here? These are the three sub records from one company. First one employee, second employee, third employee. Clear guys to everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it. So this way, it is complete data is stored in one string only. That's what I can see here. Double quote started here and double quote ended here. One string only. What is that string name? Output. That's all. Which means if the XML data has got more characters, right, then we have to increase the length. Hmm? By default, you will have this. In case you have very large XML, which contains more than the specified number of bytes, then we need to increase it accordingly. That's it. Yeah? So now if you run it again, you'll have the same result. And let us see it anyway. Yeah. So let's try to refresh. Yes, we got the same count, right? Only time got different. So you can see the metrics also here. Yeah. So there are 6 rows in one source, 2 in other source, and target is 2 because there are 2 master records, right? For every master, we have 3 sub-records in child table. That's it. To look at session log also, we have the same thing. Yes. Yeah. If you look at session load summary, where we can see 6 rows, 2 rows, source, right? And target also we have 2 rows. So this is how we could able to see the result in the target. Clear, guys, to everyone?
I have a question here. So
Yeah.
you showed me like two masters and two master records,
Six.
and you have six
Six.
detailed
Child.
records.
Yes.
So if I just want to include just the the first master, and I do not change anything in the rows, the 6 rows, but I just want to process the one master. So do I have to make changes to the mapping, or do I have
Yes.
to make to the file?
Mapping, we don't need to do any changes. We just have to go and modify the data. Let us say there's only master data without any child data. So in that case, it doesn't have any meaning, but yes, they'll be processed with null data in the child table or child file.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
also if I want to just process one master, so but I don't want to make changes to the file. I
yeah,
just
we don't
need
need to.
yeah. So I just make changes to the mapping, right?
Yes, that's also possible. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So now let us see the result. Yeah, so you got the same result, right? As earlier. So that's it. Now let us try to do what adding one entry here, which is test. Yeah, example, right? And we can also add one entry here. Let's say test. Yeah. Now let us try to get it processed. We can go to my tabs. Just start.
So the records that are already there, it will create another file, or
Yes. So in the sense, yeah, same target file, but you will see one extra entry now. Only.
yeah. But if it is a table, database table,
See here.
so can I restrict the rows?
Yeah, that restriction is very much possible. Like we can set a filter or whatever you want and just get it transferred. But we have to do it in other transformation only. Yeah, can you see
Okay,
here? So we got another entry here, new one, right? Which is a test. Yeah, this is the last. So one to one master, one child we have here. Yeah.
right.
So
So
this way, yeah,
in case if I'm loading a table, so I'll just use a lookup, right? If it does not
Exactly.
exist, it will create, it will insert the data.
Yes, yes, you are right.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's it about, I'll just close this, close this, close this. Now we could able to see the result in a target. So the two records, right? Two master actually. And detailed ones, and you'll get it. Yeah. So, so this is how this hierarchy builder works. Yeah. So now the next question. So far we dealt with structured data, and that structured data would be expressed in the file format. Yeah, one file or two files, whatever. Now the question: can we handle unstructured data? So that's going to be the question mark, right? Answer is yes. If yes, how do you do it? That's where we are going to talk about another transformation, which we call structured parser transformation. Yeah. So if you open this mapping, where we can see one of the transformation, which we call structure parser transformation. This one. Yeah. So that's what we're going to see in the next session. So what comes in, what goes out, what we do in between will be discussed in detail with practical example in the next session, which means what will be taken as a source, how to interpret that to structure whatever, or building a model and use that model to parse that particular unstructured data. Yeah. So that we're going to see. And anyway, I'll share these two files, like whatever we discussed, right? Sample files. Yeah. Send it across. You guys can take it as a base. Yeah. So there is one, I'm taking one corporate training. Only you know the Nabi. In case if you have time, you can join. I think maybe time may not be matching with the 2 to 6 p.m. IST. I'll be taking one corporate training today. If you have time, you can just
Okay.
join. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you send the link?
Yes, I'll share the link to your email ID. 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. IST. Yeah. I'll
Okay.
share the link to your email ID. Fine.
Okay.
Sure, Nazim.
Sure. So thank you very much to both of you. Yeah. And bye. I'll share this first to you guys.
Sure, Nazim. Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. You have the email address, right? Yeah. Okay. Thanks.